It's what the people wanted. It's Emio time, baby. We are resuming from where we left off on the demo. I just opened the game. It was shrink wrapped and everything. Our save data has carried over. And hopefully, the game will be able to do its little recap thing that we saw it do other times. And it will actually catch us up. Because now it is November 15th. And I think the last time we were playing this, it was September or something. So let's load in. I am Detective Purtle, of course. And what's our recap? Yes, please review the plot. I mean, I remember a decent amount, but, you know, for chat. Was found dead with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn over his head. The scene was similar to those of unsolved murders 18 years ago, as well as the urban legend of the Smiling Man. After spending the day investigating the history of the Kuze siblings, you arrive at the office the next morning as usual. I wasn't sure how fast ahead he was of me, so I started reading quicker because I was worried it would change screens. I got nervous. I don't want to hit skip. Alright, I hit skip, I guess. Was there no more than that in that? Thought there was gonna be... I feel like I remember last time it was like multiple pages. Alright, well, whatever. I still do kind of mostly remember where we were. Chapter 4 time. I'm late? That never happens. I'm never late to stream or anything. Should I be here so I don't cover the text? Ayumi's not even here. She's out Is she out investigating? Oh. What do you mean? Answer the phone. That's... Oh, use phone? There you go. Yes, hello? It's my girlfriend that's not my girlfriend? I learned quite a bit. I'd really love to hear all about it. Can't wait to tell you all about it. Where are you? I can't wait to tell you all about the murder and stuff. I'm actually at Bob's house. No, at Chad's house. I'm actually supposed to meet with Mr. Fukuyama this afternoon. Oh, right. Moida. He said that he'd talked to some more kids at the school, so I'm hoping he's coming up with something promising. Maybe a lead? I'm getting my hopes up. Yeah, I hear you. Totally not friend zone. What are you going to investigate today? A good question. We're gonna go to the library and look up how they covered those murders. How they covered them journalistically or how they covered them up because something suspicious is going on. Sounds good. Stay safe. Bye. Arigatou gozaimasu. Say hi, hello to Mr. Vibra. And she out. Yep. TV. There's no one else here. It's kind of lonely. Desk. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Travel. Let's go to the library. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of murder. The wizard, lizard, gizzard, slizzard. City library. As soon as possible, but I probably ought to have a plan. The Moitas were 18 years ago, so I'm sure I'll have to do some digging. Bulletin. See, an upcoming event. Let's see. Who's the biggest bookworm? Let's all borrow plenty of books and find out. Wow, if you borrow more than 50 books this month, you'll be entered to win a gift card for more books. Well, that makes sense. You remember something about eggplant flowers? Yes, the eggplant flowers are very important because the girl was planting them and growing them for her brother for the birthday, but then the brother pulled them out because he saw them and he was like, oh, look at these flowers. And then she was like, no, those are for your birthday. I hate you. And then he ran off and never returned. And then she's the edgy other detective lady, I think. It's a box for returning books to the library. You can use it after hours. Alright, let's get the heck in there. Let's think. Doesn't make sense to dive in without a plan. Yes, that's right. I should check with Mr. Utsugi to see if he has any advice. Sure, it's nice to have this cell phone. Oh, I keep thinking call means like call somebody. Ring, 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 phone call, phone call. How can I help you? So, I'm about to go to the library to see what I can find about the cases from 18 years ago, but I thought I'd check with you first to see if you had any advice for researching or anything to avoid. Let's see. Well, look for the serial girl murder, since that's what it was called at the time, and pay close attention to the first case. You'll want to learn how the incident was reported and how the news covered the story that year. Then once you've gone over the material, you'll want to review your notes and see what jumps out. Hopefully not a murderer. If something seems on, well, I guess hopefully a murderer so we catch them. I'd recommend focusing on a key point and investigating further if something seems off. I think you'll find a lot of connections between the events of 18 years ago by the time you're done. Why do you think that, huh? Why do you think that so much, Mr. Utsugi? You trying to say, you know something? Related to the murders, huh? And I wouldn't be surprised if the information you uncover helps us get to the bottom of the Sasaki case as well. That makes sense. Thank you, sir. I also have a strong suspicion that the urban legend of Emio the Smiling Man will play into it all. Well, duh. That's the name of the game. Doesn't he know that? I must apologize for leaving the office frequently unattended. I'm busy murdering people. Wait a second. Ayumi and I can take care of things. Thank you. I'm fortunate to have such excellent assistants. I'm counting on you both. I'll be off now. Always inspirational. I've got a lot to live up to. Going in. So ask the first lady at the desk. Okay, never mind. Newspaper archives. Oh, okay, they're doing it for us. I like that. A year's worth of papers from 18 years ago to get started on. Is that how... All I'm saying is, I feel like when I've seen other people doing like investigative level, even like YouTube level investigative, going to a library to look at old newspapers and stuff, I feel like it's not usually in books like this. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just how they do it. Stop by for now and check them out. I mean, it's probably better to have them as books, no doubt, but... Oh, I don't remember. January and February, let's see. When was the first murder? The date on this article about the case is... I found it. Looks like the year was in February. So, did I just nail that lucky, or was that... Would it have done that? I don't know. Okay, she was found on a beach, strangled, 17. Her house had burned down just the day before, and her father's body was found in the wreckage. She was probably very sad. Reports suggest that the father may have killed her and then himself, but later reports pointed to the possibility that a third party may have killed both. Also, the article mentions a missing person who was reported to be close to the girl. But there's nothing at all in these articles about police finding a paper bag on the head of the victim. I hummed at the same time. I wasn't me reading that was me humming. Why wasn't Ayaka's father able to escape? What about the missing person? There are a lot of missing pieces in this first case for sure. Oh, so we're just supposed to click on all of them, I think. Occasional follow-up articles after the February crime, but not much otherwise. Okay, okay. I guess start at the bottom. News clippings from May and June. Looks like a second murder took place in May, 3 months after the first. For now, let's dive into the details. Here we go. 15-year-old girl, so first 17, now 15. Second victim was also a young girl. In Kufuku City. Kofuku? Murafuku? Police announced early on both crimes may have been committed by the same person. Early on? They'd never mentioned the bag, though. According to a neighbor of the second victim, came from a troubled home and was seen crying alone at night. Possibility of a serial killer seems to have sparked more newspaper coverage at the time. And then, the third incident happened in June. But why didn't you... Oh, okay. Why did they... alright, that's a little odd. I was like, wait, why would I have to click it again? But I guess I did. 17-year-old girl, so 17, 15, 17. Falling out with friends that day and left her school in tears. The crying women, girls. She didn't go straight home. Instead, she must have been attacked. Third victim was also from Kofuku City and was strangled in the same way as the first two. The article does mention the possibility of all being connected by a common serial killer. Let's see what they say about the paper bag. No mention of it. The serial killer murders garnered a lot of coverage. There were articles every day. Still, despite all the ink spilled, not seeing many details. Not many articles on it anymore. Maybe nothing new to report at the time. Not seeing much coverage at the time, just a few short mentions, typically in blurbs off to the side, no new information, they wouldn't have much to report on. I've gone through a year's worth of newspaper clippings. While I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there's an article on Makoto's disappearance. I believe Makoto disappeared in... shit. Who's Makoto? Is Makoto the one we found in current year of the game? Or rather, didn't find? Or wait, no, Makoto is the brother, right? He disappeared in, I'm gonna say, May. Fuck! July! Of course! Is there anything on Makoto? Here we go, just a snippet of an article. I was close. At least I was correct in that it was the boy that went missing. The reason I said May was because I was thinking the flowers from the eggplants may be more likely to bloom in the spring. And so that's why I went May. And then next I went July, because same reasoning really. Everyone in the village searched through the night, but the boy remains missing. Although the timing was curious, no one suggested a connection to the serial girl murders. That said, both Mr. Utsugi and Inspector Kamada seemed to suspect there was a connection. I've got to get to the bottom of this. Alright. Okay, he does not want me to look. Okay. Think. Here's what I've learned so far. Police announced serial murders were most likely committed by a single killer, although it was never mentioned each of the victims was found with a paper bag on their head. We know that from other things, not from the newspaper. With that information, it seems obvious. While media interest in the murders remained high for a while, tapered off around August, probably because there were no new leads or information. No new victims, thankfully, if you don't count Makoto's disappearance. Now, why is that? I think the first case is critical to the investigation. Mr. Itsugi thinks so too, as he told me to focus on it. The first case. First case did really catch my attention. It's the most curious of the three. I should investigate it a bit more thoroughly. The victim in the first case, a 17-year-old girl. The firehouse part was definitely an odd, not what I was expecting type of thing. Because the other two were just like, oh, the girls were sad. And we kind of think that the killer goes up to girls that are like sad and crying and tells them to smile and then he kills them or whatever. But then in this one, it's weird because the house is on fire and the dad also died, but then she died at the beach. You could be like, oh, she was sad that the dad died in the fire, but then that's also just weird. A local fisherman found the body. He had an airtight alibi and immediately ruled out. Okay. Forensics reported the cause of death is strangulation with bare hands. Time of death was the night before. She had quit her job at a local factory the same day she died. Why would she have quit the job? Her supervisor at the time reported that she left on good terms and already given notice. So she maybe wasn't sad, except for maybe the fire. All of that said, I have a few major concerns with the facts. They're related to the two key people involved who had connections. So, like, the dad? One of the key figures was the dad, Manabu. He and her lived together in the city. Is 46 mean he was 46 when he died? I think that's what that means. Their house was destroyed in a fire the night before she was found dead. Body was recovered in ruins. It was believed to be her father. Some speculated the father killed her and then returned home killing himself by setting the... That doesn't necessarily hold up to scrutiny, and what's more, the second and third murders months later would make it less likely to be true. That's, yeah, I agree with that. Because even if her father was guilty, he died in the fire, supposedly, unless he had some other body. So he couldn't have killed the others, and it was in February, so it couldn't have been Makoto's body that he somehow, like, yoinked, either. But yeah, the paper bag was never made public, which implies that all the victims were killed by the same person. Could it have been the other key person? The fisherman? The other key person in this case never had their name reported. Oh, the fisherman? The person in question was a young man who was often seen with her before her death. Not the fisherman. He hasn't been seen since she died. And when his apartment was searched, they found a disturbing amount of blood. But they never found him. I feel like he would have... Why did Purtle not mention this the first time we were reading these notes? I feel like that would be pretty obvious. This must be the same person that Kamada was talking about. Okay. Okay. One is dead and the other is missing. Hold on, let's think. Highly possible that the fire and that were unrelated. The house fire falls outside the category, and the persistence of the bag points to a serial killer. I wonder if the police have the same idea. I can't find any articles speculating. Let's review the information I've gathered so far. The first murder was 18 years ago. The first victim was a girl named... Oh, don't make me do the names. Why you gotta make me do? No. It's a Yaka. Because that's her dad, Manubu. So this is the girl. Yes. The first murder was 18 years ago, and the first victim was a girl named Buyaka Haj. That. At the time of the first case, there were two persons of interest. The first one was her dad. I'm paying attention. Her father. The second one was nameless friend. What? They didn't tell us the name of the second one. What? Am I missing? Oh, missing man. Okay. Alright. I was looking for not man, because I feel like they talked like he was a boy. He was like her friend, and she's 17, so it wouldn't be a man, it would be a boy. But yeah, okay. Missing man. Thank you, Chad. I just wasn't even looking at that area. Some speculated that it could have been a murder-suicide. The day before the body was found, her father died in a fire. I mean, you could do house fire, I guess. I'm just gonna say fire. Yes, that's right. The father was presumably killed by the fire that burned down his house. Meanwhile, regarding the missing man, was he another victim, or could he have been the killer? It seems as though the police considered both possibilities. He disappeared the same day that she was killed. There was a disturbing amount of blood. Blood. Where my blood? No, kidding. I'm not affiliated with anybody in that way. Okay, please do not come after me in the streets. His home was drenched in a massive amount of blood. Inspector Kamada said that it would have taken devastating injuries to produce that much blood. So it's possible that he simply died. But then where's the body? Alright, I think I made good progress today. I think that's about all I can determine from my research so far. I'm glad I talked to Mr. Utsugi. His advice helped me find the right path. But ultimately, the serial murders remain unsolved. The police never found any conclusive evidence. Is there still a suspect out there that was never identified in the previous investigations? Now that I think more about the second and third victims, there was a common factor I hadn't considered. They were both seen crying. I'm ahead of the game, even though it's pretty obvious. A girl crying. In the urban legend about the smiling man, he always appears in a paper bag in front of a crying girl. Streamer that pays attention. I wonder if the first victim was also crying before she was killed. If there was cause to suspect her father killed her, maybe there was some deep trouble at home. The zoom in, dramatic zoom. Getting late and I haven't eaten. I should take care of myself. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Planet Coffee. That was a nice fade. I was going to say, usually the review is like at the end of the chapter, and I thought it had been too short since it hadn't even been half an hour yet. So, it makes sense that there's more. Of course, Tachibana, we're not strangers, right? I'm always here to help. Great to have a senpai like you. Oh, I do what I can. I'm sure to think of myself as a good senpai. As you know, I'm deeply troubled by Isuke's murder. That's why I'm so eager to help you. If that allows me to guide you, just like back then, so be it, but I'm just one man trying to help. This is the cool teacher guy from last... Well, cool. Potentially cool, potentially not. Take! Look. Price is some sort of code I can't read. No painting. Alright, fair enough. Oh, I actually am supposed to... Oh, the bill. I can take the bill, huh? Take what? Oh, you can do it like that, huh? Take his hand. Oh, I can do that! Okay, don't do that yet. Ask questions. Let's get right to it. Do you have some new info? I'm guessing that you do, since you're taking time out of your schedule. I know you're busy too, so I'll make it quick. Hold on, let me actually drink some tea first. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So, the thing you got to remember is, these are junior high kids. It's a sensitive time. They're growing and developing. They're still growing, which means they're not as strong as adults. This whole incident is a shock to their system in ways we can't even fathom. Sage. You know what I'm saying? Right, Tachibana? You know what I'm saying? I think so. It's like the kids seem normal at first glance, but in their hearts, I know they're carrying a deep hurt. It's almost like I can hear their souls screaming out. This guy the murderer? Youth pastor energy, perhaps? It feels like the students are all over the place. Some act out in my classes, and others, well, others have been laughing at me, as if they don't take me seriously. I'm sure it's just the stress of this whole thing that's affecting them. Poor kids. Yes. I just feel terrible for them all. My heart breaks every time I think about it. I see. Alright, I'm taking some damn drink. Damn it! You know what? I'm taking his hand. I'm taking his hands. Okay, maybe not. So, that's why I can't ask any of them about the case just yet. It's too soon. Wait, you don't have any new information from the students after all? Your guess is the guy who wears the bag is a relative of, or is someone who was burned in the fire and whose face is burned. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. An interesting idea. That's right. Sheesh, no wonder you're a detective, Tachibana. Why are you here talking to me if you have no new information, bro? So what am I here to talk about? That's what I'm saying. Tachibana, your milk tea is getting cold. Please go ahead and enjoy it. We can just relax for a moment. Is this guy trying to take me out on a date right now when I'm trying to solve a damn murder? I'll have some. TP Fu, what is it called? TP Fufu in the chat? I think that's that global emote of the girl drinking tea. What do you think, Tachibana? It's good, right? Isn't this milk tea the best? Oh yes, it's actually delicious. It's actually delicious. I don't know why something about the way I said it the first time made me want to say it the second time like the Lucky Charms guy. If you like the milk tea, you'll love the tiramisu. What do you think? Want to order a taste? Maybe not today. Okay, next time. Listen, Tachibana. Eh? Junior high is like a battlefield, and as a teacher, I'm like some kind of majestic knowledge warrior. Return to this milk tea in times of stress and fatigue, and it gives me peace of mind. Or, if it's payday, I go out and order tiramisu. This place is my oasis. It must be nice. Sure is. Let me think for a second. I wonder what kind of information he might share with me. I wasn't able to talk to any of the students, but I did hear some more about Asuke from other teachers. Alright, we got something. What did you hear? I'll get to it. We're both busy people, so we should try to relax a little. Bro, stop with the relaxing. More with the murder facts. You're gonna make me take some damn tea, huh? Oh, she was lying? It's not even that good. It's not even that good. So, about the kid. Here's what I've learned about Asuke. He had a lot of good friends, he got good grades, and had a great reputation among teachers. What? Never in trouble, really a model student. Perfect to be overwhelmed by having to be perfect at all times, and then have an existential crisis. Yeah, that's the same thing all these students told me. What else have you heard? The milk tea is the best. Ah, Jesus Christ. I should hear what he has to say. Alright, talk to me. Never heard about him having a conflict with anyone. No one held a grudge. Not that us teachers know everything about the students' personal lives, but I think most teachers would agree that he was well liked. Tom Brady is at MSG. Oh, okay. That seems fine. He's a rich, famous person. He was an exemplary student. Okay, keep going. Suppose I did hear one story that caught my attention. These people, man, just get to the goods. Oh yeah, I might just have one story that's like this really important thing. His homeroom teacher mentioned something that piqued my curiosity. I have to do this every time? His homeroom teacher mentioned... Oh, okay. My bad. Here's what his homeroom teacher said. Apparently, his grades hadn't been as good as usual lately. See, like I said, downward spiral of depression from having to be too perfect all the time. I thought his grades were impeccable. Well, he was applying to a selective private high school. You need top marks, and he wasn't there. Uh-oh. That's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to go down one. Grades. Term teacher said that he should consider other schools if his grades don't improve. Bro, that's rough. He didn't seem concerned at all, as if he was about to end it all. That's interesting. Yeah, well, junior high kids could be a bit unpredictable, can't they? That's one of the challenges we face as teachers, of course. Must be tough to do what you do. Oh, it is, but teaching is my calling. Think. Doesn't sound like students' grades have anything to do with the case. Teachers are not unlike priests, one might say. Youth pastor? I said it earlier. When I was in my 3rd year of middle school, one teacher said... Are you changing the subject? Do you have any other info about Asuke other than his grades? Let me think. No, that about covers it. I don't have any other information that's relevant. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Christ, this guy's a time waster. Let me take some tea real quick. Okay, never mind. Let's ask you a question real quick. Can't imagine his lower grades would have caused anyone to want to kill him, unless he killed himself, but that's not what the police are saying happened, right? That's right. I can't share many details, but I can confirm we are investigating a Moira. Whatever happened, he's gone forever. That's the hand we've been dealt. There's nothing we can do but accept it and move forward. Well, you wanna seem like you wanna move forward a little quick. You seem like you want to move forward a little quick there, buddy. What's going on there? How's the investigation going overall? As you know, his murder has shaken me to my core. Even though I wasn't his homeroom teacher. I'm desperate to hear if you've made any progress. Please, can you share any details? There's not too much I ask. Is it Tachibana? I don't really have anything, and anything that I do have I can't really tell you, so... The thing about him is, he's just such a normal kid. Like you said, he didn't have any obvious problems or drama. And yet... It's just that on the same day he was killed, he was supposedly acting strangely. Is that right? Of course, his family's still in shock. They have no idea what might have been going on. He's a bit awkward, but I do think his feelings for his students are genuine. Seems like he's doing best he can, and he shared everything he knows. Still, there's another student who was good friends with him in class. I'm thinking of Megumi Morimoto. I wonder if she's back at school. She was absent following the murder. Hey, is she there? About Megumi Morimoto. What do you want to know about Megumi? I don't know anything, Tachibana. Why are you so defensive? Man. Okay, but I'm just wondering if she's okay, you know, because she's been absent since the murder. True. Well, like you said, she's been absent, so I wouldn't know. I just murdered her as well a few days later, and she hasn't shown up yet, and no one suspects it yet. I see, that's worrisome, isn't it? Oh yes, I'm very worried. I like the idea of I just accuse everyone of being the murderer while we're playing. I just accuse everyone. Really impressing me as a detective. Oh really? Yeah. You know what? Let's think more. Yeah, see? I'm not the only one that's sus. He's very sus. I think you know some more. Yeah, let me push. Is that all we have to say about Asuke? I don't know. Is it, buddy? Is it all that you gotta say? You tell me. Oh, that's a little bit... a little bit... tense eyes there. Little eyebrows, Did you know that Megumi is my class representative? I can't remember if I told you that. Yes, I heard. Must be challenging for you to not have her there, since she's the class representative and all. Is that important? Is that important? What does that mean? They've been extremely stressful. Extremely stressful, huh? Why? She doing your job for you? The day that they announced his death to the students, she was not there. He hasn't been back since. He was close with Asuke, so it must have been a terrible shock. I'm worried about her. Okay. Maybe we gotta visit her house. Oh? Yeah, they told us yesterday morning's assembly. I was shocked. Wait, did we just catch him in a lie? They announced that he died at the morning assembly yesterday. I couldn't believe my ears. That morning assembly on the day his body was found seems key. Of course, that's when they told the students what happened. But he's saying that she wasn't at school that day. We did catch him in a lie! Did he really mean that, or did he misspeak? It's very sus. Yes, what's up, Tachibana? You said that she's been absent since before the morning assembly, right? He's gonna go, oh! Oh shit, no he's not. That's why I haven't seen her for days. But students learned about it on... Oh, now he's gonna do the... Oh. I wanted to let her spit. Ah, see? Oh! I got caught. So, her absence didn't have anything to do with Asuke, at least that day's absence, right? Was there some other reason she was gone? Oh, yes, yes, I see. You really are a sharp detective now. But I'm not sure. Think. Yeah, me too. He looks anxious. He looks suspicious. I wonder why. Think. Okay. I think her grades are pretty good. Why would... Okay. I don't know why they... Alright. I guess I was just supposed to note that one for some reason. Okay, continue on the grades. No? Think. Why did he just bring up grades for no reason? Okay, it's not that either. He's sus. Ahem. Why does he tighten up when he talks about Megumi? He did this the other day too. Everyone stare at him. What are you looking at? Stare him down, stare him down. Oh. Fukuyama. Yes, ma'am. Whoa. I have a strange feeling that something is off. Anytime I bring up Megumi, you seem to tighten up and get anxious. Am I wrong? Is that what it seems like? No, that's not it, isn't it? I don't feel that way. Youth pastor. Youth pastor alert. About Megumi. Whoa! See, you just did it. Did she somehow know about Asuke's death before the morning assembly? If so, it would mean... Well, probably the bottom one, not the top one. Was Asuke killed by someone Megumi knew? A pretty big leap to assume at this point. I shouldn't rule out possibility. Mr. Itsuki is always warning us to consider everything. But what's the most likely reason she knew about Asuke's death? Could it have something to do with Fukuyama? He's the killer. Fukuyama? Yes. Are you banging Megumi? You must have told Megumi about Asuke before the rest of the class, since she's the representative. That makes so much more sense. That makes way more sense. But unfortunately, telling her first isolated her from the others, leaving her alone to face the cruel reality. And she must have taken it very hard. That's probably why she hasn't come back to school since. He's like, I got away with it. Probably feeling guilty about it. Am I right about any of this? Yeah, totally. That's it. No. Wait, what? I would never do something so selfish. Wait, okay. Hold up. We didn't know about his death until the moment before the assembly. Okay, alright. Well, what did you know? Would have been impossible to let her know in advance, huh? So you are banging her. I'm sorry for speculating like that. It's alright, Tachibana. That's what being a detective is all about, isn't it? Asking questions and speculating? Just like I was meant to be a teacher, you were meant to be a detective. Yeah? You're still not telling me what's going on with, what's her face? Megumi, though. You're welcome. I'm asking you about Megumi, though. So then, why did you think Megumi would have been absent the day of the morning assembly? Oh, she was out sick. Her family called that morning, letting me know. I see. That's really what it was, Tachibana. I don't think so. Wonder if her family was telling the truth. Why would he still be all anxious? Why would he have been anxious the whole time? About Megumi. It still doesn't add up. Have you checked up on her since she's been out? No, I'm afraid I haven't. It's difficult for me to visit her at her house. Why? Why is it difficult? Why is that? What did you do, motherfucker? What did you do? You did something. You did something. I don't know what you did, but you did something. Time flies when you're having a good conversation, right, Tachibana? Anyway, I hate to leave, but now I'm afraid my students are waiting for me. I'm sure you could chat all day long, but I'll have to get going. My apologies. I understand. Let's get going. What? Make him pick it up. Sick? Morning sickness? He got her pregnant? Chat's figured it out. Chat detective. I got you, motherfucker. Never mind. This one's on me. Oh, come on, Tachibana. You'll make me look bad. Well, you are bad because you're a freaking murderer. After all, you were once my underclassman. And I am? My senpai. That's right. That was weird. Why did you do that like that? That's... I don't... Guys, I'm really grateful for your help with the investigation, taking the time, but... Not another word, Tachibana. What am I again? My senpai. Then I guess I'll let it go. Okay. What game is this? We resumed Emio the Smiling Man because I have the full game now. We resumed it from the demo, so we're on chapter 4. Remember the murder guy with the bag on his head, smiling mask, etc. Eggplants, flower, purple. Feels amazing, man. I know. I should thank you, Fukuyama, not just for the tea, but for the valuable information. That's great to hear. Call me anytime. I'm always happy to help. How about you go help yourself by walking to the damn cops and admitting what you did to that girl? I might take you up on that, though. Hey, Tachibana. Yes? When can an old senpai get another round? See his underclassman again? Dude, he is a... telling you, this guy is not good. I don't like this guy. Even though clearly the game makes you want to not like this guy. I don't think anyone could play this game and be like, yeah, this guy seems like a good guy. He seems normal. He doesn't seem like there's something weird going on or anything. Yes, of course. I'll look into anything you like, even though he looked into basically nothing last time except for talking to his coworkers. How about your fucking home representative, your class representative student that's really integral to the whole thing that's going on? Your job is stressful. I don't want to add more. What you've told me already is enough. It's not, but I'll say it is. For pleasantries. I'm busy, but I know I have the unique privilege of being close to the kids at Minami Dyson Junior High. And as time goes by and feelings are less raw... What, is that? Was that how you went in on Megumi? Buddy? Punk? Freak? Anyway, I was gonna say more, but I held back. Tell me the real reason she's not coming to school, you freak. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's the side eyes. Yeah, I'm side-eyeing you, and the whole chat's side-eyeing you. You got to understand, I want to do anything I can, but if I see her again, her dad might kill me. If it helps, even though she's my class representative. Wait, that... No. Alright, hold on. Maybe not. Anyway. You can always count on me. Can I? Can I count on you? Are you the math teacher? That would be great. That's what we call a little math joke. A little math joke. Why did the sound effect for him leaving was like sprinting? Sprinting in dress shoes. He rushed off full of excitement. More, I don't think it's excitement. I think it's nervous that he almost just got caught. Still, can't get over the way he looked when I brought up Megumi. I'll have to get to the bottom of it. Maybe we'll visit Megumi's family in chapter 5 or something. Because now we're gonna do like the review wrap up, I think. Each chapter seems like it takes about an hour, and we're almost there. I'm back, Purtle. That's me! My girlfriend that's not my girlfriend, but like it's kind of implied that he wants to be the girl. Anyway, can I get you something to drink? I didn't roofie it, I swear. Milk tea? Oh, more milk tea, great. What did I do wrong? How was I supposed to know? This is a new brand. You like milk tea, don't you? Yeah, it's just, I'm fine for now, but thanks. She doesn't like my milk tea. Tell me about how things went yesterday. Sure, let me see. I told Ayumi everything I learned about the Kuze siblings and their history. You know, that's like the eggplant flower and everything from chapter 3. So it seems like chapter 3 to 4 maybe would have been a good one to not take a giant break between for the continuity, but I mean I remember enough. Didn't realize they had a history like that. It is sad, isn't it? What else did you learn? Did you get any more details about the case from 18 years ago? I did. In fact, I did. I went to the library. Tons of articles. In fact, I was able to confirm that the victims being found with paper bags on their head was never reported. Secret details, but after a lot of digging, I've identified a few aspects of the first case that have me puzzled and perplexed and pondering and pontificating. 2 persons of interest, but one of them is dead and the other is a missing man. He could or could not be smiling potentially, we don't know. One was the victim's father, who died in a house fire the day before. Well, I could have probably typed house fire. The day before his daughter's body was found. The second was a young man who was friends with the victim. He disappeared, leaving only blood stains in his apartment. Well, we don't know to what extent either of them was involved. We can't rule out the possibility that one of them killed Ayaka. Could the missing man have been the killer? Or could it have been someone else who happened to target girls of similar age? Either snenario seems plausible. That's the problem. But one way or another, we still have 3 victims, including Ayaka Hashizume, who were found with... Why did he say her name again? That's the first victim, by the way. I still remember. I'm paying attention. Are you? Who were found with bags on their head. It's got to be the work of the same killer. Remember that this was a high-profile case the police failed to solve despite all their efforts. So it won't be easy getting to the bottom of it. But maybe the key is the connection between the case Isuke Sasaki and the legend of Emio, the Smiling Man. Speaking of that, I did find a common link between the old murders and the urban legend. In both second and third murders, the victims were seen crying shortly before they were killed. Just like the Smiling Legend, maybe there really is a connection. Well, let's stay focused and keep after it, okay? Let's. Absolutely. I do wonder if the different parents of Makoto Kuze is also related. Could be. I guess it's our job to find out. Is it annoying me talking over him? Or talking over the word? Like, people talking. Me talking over them talking? Let's hear about what she found. Oh, right. I was there, but he was not. That's fair. Well, I had a good long chat with Fukuyama. And how did it go? I also am ending their dialogue a little early, basically when I finish reading it, but yeah. Among other things, he mentioned that Isuke's grades had slipped. That's so. It even sounds like he might have had a hard time getting into the private high school he wanted. So he could have potentially been sad. He also said that Asuke himself didn't seem particularly troubled by it, which is not sad. But he squirmed and was squarely talking to other students. He's only spoken with the teachers. And I think that's about it. Oh, wait. The giant fact that he's a... There's one other thing about his friend. I'm talking about Megumi. Anyway, apparently she's been absent from school for a while now. In fact, she hasn't been to school since the day that he died. But it's strange, because the teachers and student learned about his death that morning, so she should have been there. They're saying she was already absent that day, but for other reasons. That's right, I thought maybe someone could have told her about the situation in advance, but it doesn't seem particularly likely. Maybe she was actually just sick. Maybe she was. Curious. Yeah. Let's review what we learned today. Smile. Let's do it. Hold on, let me think. Why did you do that? I wanted to look at her. Not me. Alright, fine, let's review. Seems as though he had been having a few problems lately involving, I guess, his grades and getting sure. His grades had slipped to the point that he was at risk of not getting into a top school. But he was supposedly unbothered about that. I don't know. Why was he unbothered? In any case, I'm not sure how it relates to him being murdered. Voidas. They were close friends. But she stopped coming to school that day his body was found. Why did she stop coming to school that very day? We don't know. Don't know. We just don't know. I did hear she wasn't feeling well, but I think you're right that we don't really know for sure at this point. That's right. That's all the info I gathered today. Even though Mr. Tsugi isn't here, I feel like we're making good progress on the case together. Smile. There are still a lot of unknowns, but I'm sure we can work together to solve the case. Agreed. Isn't that like an anime trope where they do like that? Oh. Ooh, I guess. Am I crazy? Isn't that a thing? What's wrong? Oh, okay. What's wrong? Yumi? What's wrong? Oh, sorry. What is it? It just seems you were spacing out there for a second. Something on your mind? Yes. There's something about Megumi Morimoto that I've been wondering about. Is she banging Fukuyama? It's been bugging me for a while now, but whenever her name comes up when I'm talking to Fukuyama, he tightens up and gets anxious. Whoa, I wonder if he's hiding something. I can't tell. You can't tell? I asked him directly a number of times, but his answers feel a bit evasive. You know, the kind of evasiveness that one would say if they weren't telling you something. If only we could talk to her in person. Yeah. By the way, do you have any plans tomorrow? Think of going back to the... Oh, I'm going back to the library. We're gonna research some urban legends. Okay, sounds good. As for me, I guess you'll go to the Megumi household? Do you though? Is that really what you want to wait for? You just want to wait for that? You'll think about it some more. Alright, good idea. Think on that. And make the correct decision. Go to the Megumi Makoto's house, or whatever her last name is. We've done it. It's chapter 5. But I guess we'll have to do like a little bit of this first statement here, because that's kind of how it goes. Let's head to the library and see what we can unlearn. what we can unlearn about urban legends is because I moved the letters in my brain. I know Mr. Usugi is also looking into this angle, but I'm hoping to learn more about the Smiling Man. I saw a book titled Modern Ghost Legends at the library, but maybe there's one on all urban legends. Okay, so that's chapter 5. Chapter 4. We're about to start chapter 5. We're going back to the library. My prediction is that Ayumi does something about maybe going to the Megumi household or something like that. Something like that. That's my guess. But we'll have to see in the next chapter. I think we will continue to do this chapter by chapter because it just seems like the best way to do it, really. So, till then.